Listen to what he said. He said, but you cannot find the depth of the heart of man, the mind of man, neither can you perceive the things that he thinketh. Then how can you search out the Most High? Remember, the Most High ways and thoughts are not our ways and thoughts. He said, that have made all these things and know his mind or comprehend his purpose. No, nay, my brethren, provoke not the Most High our power to anger. For if he will not help us within these 5 days, he have power to defend us when he will, even every day, or to destroy us before our enemies. Do not bind the counsels of the Most High our power, for the Most High is not as man that he may be threatened, neither is he as the Son of Man that he should be wavering this way or that way. Therefore let us wait for salvation of him and call upon him to help us, and he will hear our voice if it please him. Most High will. He said, let's cry to the Most High, and he's going to hear our voice if it please him to hear. It's on him. Some people praying to themselves. Don't even realize. It tells you in the scriptures. But there arose none in our age. Neither is there any now in these days, neither tribe, nor family, nor people, nor city among us, which worship the gods made with hands, as has been aforetime. Say, ain't nobody worshiping no idols. He said, we in order. Understand this. For the which cause our fathers were given to the sword, killed, put to death, and for a spoil, robbed, and had a great fall before our enemies. See? That's why when you go back to Judith the 5th chapter, this is what they know already. The enemies, those that were against us as the Israelites. Judith the 5th chapter, we're going to look at verse 17. It says, and when they sin not before their power, when we didn't sin before the Most High, they prospered. They is the Israelites, we the Israelites, prospered because the Most High that hated iniquity, hated wickedness, was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore. When we departed from the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, which most of you thinking that you partial to the law, and some of you say you ain't even under the law, in error. This is what it says. But when they departed, this is verse 18 of Judith the 5th chapter. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, this is him already telling this wicked leader about us. And when they departed from the way which the Most High appointed them, which is to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, they were destroyed. See, we were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. You see this? But now are they returned to their power. That's what Judith is letting the leaders know. We returned to our power. We ain't following no gods, no idols with these other nations. We ain't following that at this time. That was he telling them, reminding them that we ain't like our forefathers following, like right now, man, you got all these different religions, all these different idols that our people believe in these different religions and so forth that the Most High didn't give us. Listen, but now are they returned to their power and are come up from the places wherein they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country. So that's why they're trying to take us down from where we were seated in the hill country, up on this mountain. For it was desolate. Now we back. But now therefore, my master and governor, if there be any error in this people, this is what the heathen know. If there be any error in this people, meaning you're not following the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, like a lot of you poach-up preachers saying that we ain't got to follow. If there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, sin is 1 John 3 and 4, is sin is a transgression of the Most High's laws. He said, now therefore, my master and governor, If there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. That's why a lot of you that claim to be righteous, any ways you look at it, and you claim to be keeping the laws of the Most High and not keeping the laws of the Most High, thinking that you are that, man. He said, look, let us consider, now therefore, my master and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, you ain't following what the Most High says, his rules and regulations. He gave us orders, man. It's rules and regulations, orders, commandments. Commanded us to follow him. That's why it's important for you to know the ideas, like I say, ain't nothing new under the sun of what's written in this Bible. If you really call yourself going to be righteous, it says, now therefore, verse 20, my master and governor, if there be any error in this people, meaning we're not following the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, like these folks that be preachers telling you ain't under the law, you ain't under the commandments, the same, and they sin against their power. Y'all sin, y'all say the Most High hate the sin, but he loved the sinner, which is contrary to the word of the Most High. Ecclesiastes 12:6, Most High say he hate all sinners. And let us consider, he said, that this shall be their ruin. So you preachers, you're not trying to get our people out of this captivity, out of the condition that we in, telling them that we ain't got to follow the Most High. Don't you realize that? And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. That's why we can't come up, because the majority of you, the majority of our people, 2/3 of our people believe that we don't have to follow the Most High. That's what you're telling them. You don't have to follow him, follow me. Y'all following man to your destruction. It says, listen, but there's a condition. If, that's another condition, there be no iniquity, wickedness. We keeping the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments in their nation. Let my master now pass by. Lest their Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, Most High said that's his name, and it's a memorial to all generations. Not the generation we in now, said, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my master now pass by. Better leave him alone. Lest their Most High defend them, and their power be for them, and we become a reproach, a disgrace before all the world. See? That's what's going on right now. And that's what Judith got to remind the elders. Hey, man, this is the condition we in now. We ain't follow. Look, let me go back to it. Judith 8. Verse 18. For there arose none in our age, neither is there any now in these days. That they living right then. Neither tribe, no tribe, nor family, no family, no people, no people of the Israelites, nor city, no city among us, which worship gods or idols made with hands, as have been aforetime. See that? We ain't worshiping no one but the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob at this time. That's why you look at us coming back to the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, fearing the Most High, repenting, keeping the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and crying to the Most High as we always have when he had pity on us. Only we got to cry one last time. That's it. That's it. He gonna get him a name. Well, he cried now. He said he ain't gonna do it for us. He's doing it for his own name's sake. Like he did with Pharaoh. He hardened his heart. He brought them plagues on them, Egyptians. Everybody knew about that. You get him a name, but this time he get a name. It's gonna last forever and ever and ever. You gotta understand this. How powerful these prophecies are, and how powerful he's gonna bring forth with signs and effects, man. You can't even imagine from the Most High, man. Look, we're back to the time we in right here. It says, for the which cause our fathers were given to the sword, because they followed them idols of these other nations. Remember I tell you in Psalms 96:5, for all the gods of the nations are idols. But the Most High made the heavens because they worshiping everything. For the which cause our fathers were given to the sword, and for a spoil, and had a great fall, that for our enemies. But we now excuse me, but we know none other God. We don't know no other power. Therefore, we trust that he will not despise us, nor any of our nations. She got to correct the men. Let them know, hey, look, man, we in order. Why we came back out, why we came out of being scattered among these heathen. We done came back home. We done brought us back home. Because we are following what it is that he told us to do. His laws, statutes, commandments. We ain't bowing out of no other idol. But we know. But we know none other God, no other idol. Therefore we trust that he will not despise us, nor any of our nation. For if we be taken so, all Judea shall lie waste, and our sanctuary shall be spoiled, and he will require the profanation thereof at our mouth, the unholiness at our mouth, and the slaughter of our brethren, in the captivity of our other country, in the desolation of our inheritance, will he turn upon our heads among the Gentiles. Wheresoever we shall be in bondage, and we shall be an offense and a reproach to all them that possess us. You hear that? So let me show you. The heathen know this. Go to Ezekiel 39. That's what the heathen know. These other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, they know this. That's why I said a lot of things that you read in the Apocrypha, I can see why they took it out. So we wouldn't know. And you look at the complete volume of the King James 611 Bible. Ezekiel 39 and 23. And the heathen, that's these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. See, they know they went into captivity for our iniquity. That's why all these preachers saying that we not under the law, we're under grace. And grace is only to the Israelites. I'm going to prove it real quick. Y'all saying we're under grace. Some of you might not ever heard it. I want to make sure that you hear it clearly and give it to your preachers. Let them break it down for you outside of what I'm saying here. Understand this. Wisdom of Solomon 4:15, right to the point. This the people saw and understood it not. Neither laid they up this in their minds, that his grace, they say we're under grace, right? And mercy. Grace is getting something you don't deserve, and mercy is not getting something you do deserve to get. Is with his saints. See? Grace and mercy is with his saints. Grace and mercy is with his saints. Not no Gentiles that y'all saying y'all are. Grace and mercy is to his saints. And he have respect unto his chosen, right? So let's see who grace and mercy is. If it's grace and mercy with his saints, let's see who the saints are. Psalms 148:14. This is how you get understanding. Who are the saints? Psalms 148:14. Grace and mercy. Grace. You're talking about under grace. Grace. You're not under grace. You're a Gentile. Listen to what it said. Who are the saints? Grace and mercy is with his saints. These are the saints. Psalms 148:14. He also exalted the horn with the power of his people, the praise of all his saints. Who are they? Even of the children of Israel. Who are the saints? Even of the children of Israel. Who are the saints? Even of the children of Israel. Turn your neighbor and say this. Who are the saints? Even of the children of Israel. Turn your neighbor and say this. Who are the saints? Even of the children of Israel. Who are we? A people near to the Most High. Praise ye the Most High. Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob being a forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. As he said. Memorial to all generations. So the grace is to his saints. Point blank. Who are the 12 tribes of Israel? Now, who is his chosen? Let's find out. Let's dig deep and see who the chosen are. The Bible answers itself. We can find out. We're going to find some scripture that say, hey, who is his chosen? Let's find out. Isaiah 44:1 says who the chosen is. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, the Israelites, whom I have chosen. Okay? Yet now hear, Shema, Yasharallah, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. There it is right there. So that's who the grace is for. Now back to Judith. Now that we know that the heathen know that we went into captivity for our iniquity, for breaking the Most High's law, statutes, commandments, the same thing that you preachers are saying, and whoever's saying out there, whether it's one way or another, you want trying to get around from being wicked and doing whatever you want to do and not keeping the Most High's law, statutes, commandments, He gonna visit you. You're gonna be visited for that. Every last one of us, point blank, no matter who it is. What do you think He gonna judge you on? He gonna judge you by how your works, how you kept the laws of the Most High, point blank, whether you did or you didn't. That's why He said you only got two choices. And out of those two choices, you got to choose one. And that's life or death. There it is. Listen, going back to Judith, the 8th chapter. Oh, this is a powerful sister. For real, for real. In verse 22, and the slaughter of our brethren, and the captivity of the country, and the desolation of our inheritance, will he turn upon our heads among the Gentiles. That's all those that are not Israelites. Where you got the Assyrians, you got the Edomites, you got the Moabites, you got the Ammonites. 4 nations against us. That is named, plus all the ones that's joined unto them, like they always join unto whoever's in power. And to this day, wheresoever we shall be in bondage, captivity, slavery, and bondage, and we shall be an offense and a reproach, a disgrace to all them that possess us. They're going to hate us. For our servitude shall not be directed to favor, but the Most High our power shall turn it to dishonor. Now therefore, O brethren, let us show an example to our brethren. She's talking to the leaders, say, hey, let us show an example to our brethren, because their hearts depend upon us. Their minds depending on how we're going to be. In the sanctuary, in the house, in the altar, rest upon us. Moreover, let us give thanks to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our power, which triumph us, even as He did our fathers. See, this is what she do now. Look how she go back in remembrance how these are things that are solutions that we have to do, at least I'm seeing, we have to do ourselves. So remember what things He did to Abraham and how He tried Isaac and what happened to Jacob in Mesopotamia of Syria. Even He kept the sheep of Laman, his mother's brother. Rebekah, his uncle Laman's sheep. Remember all the years that he had to work to get Rachel? For He have not tried us in the fire, as He did them, for the examination of their hearts. Neither have He taken vengeance on us, but the Most High does scourge them that come near unto Him, to admonish them. You hear that? I'll read it again. And the Most High does scourge them, because a lot of y'all think coming into this group is going to be peaches and cream, it's going to be easy. Ain't no easy access to the Most High and dealing with Him. When you come, you're going to be proven, man. We from the beginning, He said, all you need is me in the garden, in the tree of life, and live forever. We were immortal, and we chose mortality. We chose death over life. That's why we died. How many times have we broken the Most High Spirit? We said, look, this is what we did as Israelites, man. This is what we did to them. Zechariah 7. Zechariah the 7th chapter. Get my pages right on. Look at verse 8. Zechariah 7. And the word of the Most High came unto Zechariah, saying, Thus speaketh the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies of angels, saying, Execute true judgment, and show mercy and compassion to every man to his brother. And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart, in your mind. But they refuse to hearken, refuse to listen to him. All throughout the Bible, we always got to tell us to love each other. To this day, man. But they refuse to hearken, refuse to listen, and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Covered our ears so we couldn't hear. What the Most High is saying. Yeah, they made their hearts, their minds, as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law. Hear that? That's why y'all be going crazy. That's why I keep saying the law, the law, the law, more so than the commandments. The law and the commandments are the same. But I say the law because y'all don't want to hear the law. And the words which the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies of angels, have sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies of angels. I can show you what them angels, ready for the vengeance of the Most High, bring forth at his commandment. And then they're going to break his commandment. Therefore it is come to pass. Hear what he's saying. Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, we made him cry. As he cried, and they would not listen, they would not hear. As the Most High cried, and we wouldn't hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, said the Most High, power of hosts. But I scattered them with a whirlwind among the nations, whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through, no return. But they laid the pleasant land desolate. And it's desolate over there too. But he cried, and we wouldn't listen. So when we cried, he said, hey, and that's the only time he had pity on us. When we cried to the Most High. So we cried, and he didn't have pity on us. So I let you know, just because you cried don't mean that the Most High gonna hear you. That's why listen to what he's saying here. Understand, overstand this. Very, very, very seriously. Verse 27 of Judith, the 8th chapter. This powerful Israelite woman. Listen to what it says. For he hath not tried us in the fire. That's her telling the leaders, man. As he did them, for the examination of their hearts. Neither hath he taken vengeance on us. But the Most High does scourge them that come near unto him, to admonish them. That's why I look at Isaiah 48 and 10. Isaiah 48 and 10. Better recognize, man, y'all come to serve the Most High. Y'all think you're going to come to the Most High. This ain't no religion, man. This is real. He said he scourged them that come near him. He got a right to. The way we treated him. And treating him. Isaiah 48 and 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. That's why he said, Hosea 5 and 15, I'm going to go to my place till we acknowledge our offense, offending the Most High, and seek his face. So he turned his face away from us. Like I told you in Ezekiel 39:23, to the Spirit of the Most High, he didn't know that we went into captivity for our iniquity. But the Most High turned his face away from us. That's why he said we got to seek his face. He said, in our affliction, we're going to seek him early. Here it is. Isaiah 48 and 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For mine own sake, even for mine own sake will I do it. You hear that? Did he say for our sake? No, he said for his own sake. Even for my own sake will I do it. For how should my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another. You gotta hear what he's saying. That's why I go to Ecclesiasticus 2, the 2nd chapter, verse 1. Ecclesiastes 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation. You hear that? Prepare your soul for temptation. Prepare your soul for the devil who's the tempter. He says, set thy heart, set your mind aright. Only way you set your mind aright is come back to the Most High's rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, commandments, moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. Say, set your mind aright. That's your heart. And constantly endure. That's why he said, Matthew 24, understand this. Ain't nothing new under the sun, as we read earlier. Matthew 24 and 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. That's what salvation comes. You got to endure unto the end. You know, like I said, the truth, a revolving door. I see people come and go. And I've seen them be dipped, and I've seen certain things happen to them without knowing these scriptures. It's just a coincidence. Ain't no coincidence. The Most High dealt with them. Straight up, man. That's why I'm here as a messenger. Don't want it to happen to you. Because I've seen it so many times, man. Ecclesiastes 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation. Why are we here? Because what it's saying. Go back to Judith. In verse 27 says, but the Most High does scourge them that come near to him, to admonish them. Make sure that you dip in the fiery furnace of affliction, you're going to be all right. Or you're going to leave. He just said, he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Ecclesiastes 2:2, set thy heart, set your mind aright, and constantly endure to the end to be saved. From your enemies, from the hand of all that hate you, and make not haste in time of trouble.